You know, I feel fortunate to have been covering the Bulls at that time and being so close to watch this transformation of this young man just becoming the greatest basketball player that's ever played. Nothing could ever stop him from winning. It was all about winning. The flu game, they called it. It could have been the pizza game because he thought it was food poisoning, and he looks horrible.
A gorgeous summer night. Welcome, everyone, to Game 5 of the NBA Finals with Coach Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. A lot to talk about as we get set to go. First and foremost, Mike, Michael Jordan apparently suffering from serious flu-like symptoms.
Yeah, there was a real question of whether or not he'd even take the court here. But in a crucial Game 5, there's no way Jordan's sitting out. It's just a matter of how much it'll affect him.
And the Bulls had only lost 2 games total, Clark, in the previous 3 rounds before dropping the last 2 here in Salt Lake City. So the Jazz have them on the ropes, it would seem.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. You think about it. Chicago's won 4 titles since '91, and they've never had to go the distance in the series. I mean, if they can't find a way to stop Utah's momentum here, the Bulls will, for the first time, need 7 games if they're going to get another ring.
So taking the floor for the Bulls, it'll be Ron Harper and Michael Jordan in the backcourt. Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman man the forward spots. And at center, Luke Longley. For the Jazz, John Stockton will be at the point with Jeff Hornacek at the 2. In the front court, we have Brian Russell, Karl Malone in the center, Greg Ostertag.
And guys, I think it's already safe to say Jordan does not have his usual energy tonight.
That one falls.
Can't leave somebody open on Stockton's team. That's a recipe for disaster.
Harper the pass to Jordan. Over Russell. Jordan with the bucket. Clark, with Michael Jordan clearly not feeling well, you have to wonder how many minutes he'll be able to play in this one.
And Kevin, you know with Michael Jordan, he never wants to come out of the game ultra competitive, and yet Phil Jackson may be in a position where he has to make a tough decision. I mean, that's part of what a coach has to do. Sometimes you have to rescue a player from himself.
But Jordan never wants to come out, does he?
No, he wants to go the full 48 minutes.
And of course, Coach, all eyes on Michael Jordan as we try to get a sense of how his illness is affecting him.
Shouldn't take long to find out. Once he gets a few minutes under his belt, we'll see if he has the energy to keep going.
Yes, sir. And we mentioned Jordan feeling under the weather. And for more on that, let's welcome in our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. There is news on Michael Jordan. He woke up at 3 a.m. this morning with flu-like symptoms. He had a bad headache, he was sick to his stomach, and couldn't get back to sleep. He stayed in bed most of the day. He missed shoot-around and really didn't do any of his usual pregame routine. We'll see if it has an effect on him. Back to you, Kevin.
That's a dramatic story, David. Thank you. And that, Mike, is the big question. Will Jordan be his usual Michael Jordan self today?
Well, I'll say this much. In games where Michael has been sick or played through injury, a lot of times it's been the opponent that has to call for a doctor.
Good line. We'll see what happens. And Clark, after a few quiet games to start the series, John Stockton's been sensational since the series has come back to Salt Lake.
I think you got to attribute some of that to playing at home, good home cooking. You know, we always talk about John Stockton's assist, but in these finals, his defense has been as good as his passing.
It has. Hornacek passes to Stockton. Back to Hornacek. Outside for Stockton. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Harper. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Offensive rebound. Rodman.
Noble effort to take the charge, but I don't think he was quite set there.
Yeah, you could see him still leaning just a bit. Tough foul to take.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Foster's checked in for Ostertag. Anderson comes in for Hornacek. And Isley subbed in for John Stockton.
And with Jordan under the weather, you have to think it'll affect his defense the most. He just doesn't have the energy to go full speed at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, you know, Mike, I agree with you. That's what it seems like to me. He'll have to conserve that energy and pick his spots. And as much as the Bulls need his scoring, I think he'll have to go all out at the offensive end.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, Russell.
2 minutes.
Anderson kicks to Russell. Pass to Isley to end the run. Another miss by Utah. The Bulls leading by 6. Jordan drives in. Another make by Jordan. The flu not seeming like it's much of a factor.
Powering his way to the rack. I love when Jordan shows no mercy on the rim.
There's the pick. Russell dishes to Foster. 4 on the clock. The Jazz with another miss. And coach for Scottie Pippen, the effects of his foot injury, you can see are still lingering.
Yeah, he hasn't been as explosive as we're used to. He's been in more of a post-up role for them in the past few games.
Here's Anderson. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Russell. Here's Isley. He's guarded by Harper. Lets it fly. The shot by Isley, no good.
Defense backing off there, knowing the mid-ranger is a low percentage.
Here's Pippen. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Right from the start, they set the tone and were the more dominant team.
I love how they've looked right from the tip, doing an amazing job building this lead.
Here's Isley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Anderson has it in the corner. Pass to Foster. Stolen by Rodman. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and he comes up with the deuce.
From the tip, this team has flexed its muscles and shown its dominance.
What a start, particularly on the offensive end.
Stolen by Anderson. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Bulls out front. They lead by 14. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we're back for the start of the second quarter. It's Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Bulls star Michael Jordan still in distress with flu-like symptoms.
And I'll say, I don't think you could get a louder crowd than we have in Utah here tonight.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Nice work, and they are getting it done at both ends.
And building on this lead. They're playing a pretty complete game.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Harper. Pippen is out there with Rodman. Then there's Longley. And it's Jordan in at the 2 guard. Now here's Stockton. No good on that one. Now the pass to Harper. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Taking the flu into consideration, Jordan has been tremendous so far in this one.
You're right about these fans. The Jazz crowd is sensing what an opportunity this could be.
Kevin, they sure are. It's an intense place to play. There's no denying that. And with a chance to take a 3-2 lead in the series, these fans have it turned up full throat.
Top volume. They are loud.
Yep.
You can tell he scanned the whole floor and found the exact right guy to feed.
And finished off by Longley. Hey, Clark, the Bulls doing a good job on Stockton so far.
Well, they know in order to muck up the Utah offense, you've got to start with the head of the snake, John Stockton. Get him out of rhythm. They learned that the hard way in games 3 and 4. They're determined not to let him beat them again.
Yep, they're stifling him. On the wing, Stockton passes to Malone. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Malone draws all kinds of attention being the dynamic scorer that he is.
First trip to the line for him here. And both free throws good for Malone. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. To the inside. Here's Pippen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. That's 7 points here for Scottie Pippen. Stockton the pass to Malone. Russell with a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, he's an accurate shooter, and Russell very selective as a shooter. He focuses on taking high-quality shots on a regular basis.
And stolen by Russell.
And it's hard to imagine a player performing as well as Jordan under such tough circumstances.
And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That is his first foul of the game. Morris is checked in for Utah. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Chicago timeout call.
Pass to Malone. He kicks it to Hornacek. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. Hornacek's got himself on the board with 3 there. Well, if we've learned one thing, Clark, over the years, it's that Michael Jordan can rise to any occasion.
That's exactly right, and it's impossible for me to explain the kind of energy it takes to do what Michael Jordan's doing. And to do it when you're sick like he is, it seems virtually impossible, but I do know this, Kevin. There are many times when players have not felt their best and yet played their best. I think psychologically and subconsciously, you rise to another level of concentration, which helps you.
I know you and I are glued to this one.
Yeah, throwing it down with tremendous power.
Woo! One-handed nonetheless.
He's an absolute force, that's for certain.
No way can you overstate how important this game is. I mean, the Bulls have only trailed in the finals once throughout the Jordan era.
Now, here's Jordan. 20 points for him.
Really crafty play that time by Jordan. Good decision. The defense was locked in on him, so he gave it away.
Stockton outside. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Another big night for Jordan. What a natural scorer he is. MJ simply can do it all.
And Mike, if the Jazz pull this game out, the Bulls will be under pressure they're not used to.
True, but this is a tough team to rattle. Even if they do go down 3-2, I don't think they'll be easy to put away.
I would agree with you. The Jazz making a switch here. Anderson's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Parrish is checked in. Harper against Anderson. Here's Malone. Here's Ostertag, and it's Ostertag with the jam. You know, Mike, it's amazing to see the performance Jordan is putting on here. Clearly not at full strength, but still getting it done.
That's the kind of competitor he is. Remember, this is the NBA Finals. If MJ had to play on a broken leg, he'd probably still be out there.
You're probably right. Foster's checked in for Utah. Rodman passes to Jordan. Pippen outside. Back to Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. And Mike, in the battle between Michael Jordan and Karl Malone, 2 of the greats ever, Jordan has dominated so far.
Each team leans on those guys for the bulk of their scoring. And tonight, Jordan's taking the mailman to school. Few guys better inside than Karl Malone.
The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Throw good, Jordan. And the Jazz making a change here. Isley's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Jazz trail by 17. Outside, Malone. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's not going to go for him. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Jordan. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. And Anderson kicks to Morris. Here's Isley. He's guarded by Harper. Kicks it out to Malone. Morris outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical.
Capable of playing both the 4 and 5 spots. Foster also provides a certain toughness and edge.
Isley the pass to Anderson. Lets the three fly. That shot off. And so it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. We're ready for the second half here in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Bulls leading by 16.
How about this Utah crowd? They get extremely loud. Remember back in Game 4, Phil Jackson had to wear earplugs.
John Stockton out there with Jeff Hornacek. And it's Brian Russell. And there's Malone. And it's Ostertag in at the 5. That's the group for Jerry Sloan getting going here in the second half. Clock at 6. Here's Malone. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And Mike, talking about the atmosphere in here right now, it couldn't get any louder.
Well, it's the last game of the year in Salt Lake, and maybe the biggest game in Jazz history. These fans are going to do their part for sure.
Yeah, they're going crazy. Stockton passes to Malone. Russell kicks to Hornacek. Ostertag, a screen on Jordan. The offensive rebound. Down it goes. Nice one there from Ostertag. On defense, the Bulls' biggest golden eye, Clark, was keeping Stockton in check. And so far, they've been able to do just that.
Well, it's clear Stockton is the hub of the wheel, Kevin. We all know that. And the Bulls doing a really good job to limit his penetration, clogging up the passing lanes, and really make everything uncomfortable for Stockton.
They are.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
And I believe David talked to Jerry Sloan about Jordan's condition. B.A., what'd he say?
Yeah, Kevin, I talked to Coach Sloan as he came out for the third quarter, and he wasn't interested in talking about Jordan's condition at all. He said, I don't care how he's feeling physically. All I know is mentally, he's as intense as I've ever seen him. And he stressed to his players, we have to match Jordan's intensity ourselves if we want to win this game. Guys, back to you.
David, thanks. Mike, sounds like Jordan has the Jazz worried, even in his current physical state.
They should be. Even when Jordan's body is not right, he's never going to lose intensity or his will to win. Jerry Sloan knows that.
He sure does. He's a smart guy, isn't he?
He is.
And I think the question marks about Michael Jordan's health, Coach, have been answered by now.
From everything we're hearing, what he's doing is amazing. This is a guy who might need an IV. And still, he's out there tearing the Jazz up.
Unbelievable. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. Outside, Russell. Back to Stockton. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Hornacek, no luck. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Stockton down low. He's guarded by Harper.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Here's Jordan. It's blocked.
This is what Ostertag does best. Fantastic job measuring the shooter and rising up to swat it away.
And Russell gets it to go.
He's got excellent vision on the floor, creating for his guy with a spot-on lead pass.
And the dunk by Jordan.
He's having a nice night tonight. The option for this team so far.
Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
A different look for Utah. Hart comes in for Karl Malone. And it's Anderson in for Hornacek. And the Jazz with possession here. Anderson finds Stockton. Pass to Karl. Over Rodman. That one rolling around and rims out. Chicago leading by 20. Jordan inside. Russell's there. That one good for 2. Jordan's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, this is why Jordan is such an effective scorer. Picks his spots really well inside.
Isley's checked in for... Stockton.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for the Jazz, Howard Isley.
On defense, the Bulls, they have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Here's Isley. Good on the bucket. Isley's got his first bucket in this one.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Outside, Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Bulls moving the ball around. Rebounded by the Jazz. Ostertag's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. We thought this game could come down to who does more, Coach, Jordan or Malone.
And it's been a one-sided fight. Jordan's been the bigger presence by far. MJ may be sick, but he isn't going to let that stop him.
Russell feeling it out a bit. The pass to Karl. Clock at 4. Russell with it to the left side wing. That 3 off the mark. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pippen finds Jordan. And with that, Jordan matches his 38 points in game 2. What a performance.
I've always liked the feel for the game that Scottie Pippen has. He's a dynamic passer, folks.
Anderson wide open. Rodman with the rebound. Rodman's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Graceful move by Harper inside against the contact, just adjusting himself around the coverage.
Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points.
The Bulls, 53.
Welcome back for the 4th quarter of this pivotal Game 5. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Michael Jordan still toughing it out despite his illness. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
I think it's pretty clear Coach wants to change some things. How easy is that to do in a huddle?
If you have an experienced team, that really helps. And a great bounce-back game for Jordan after a shaky performance in Game 4.
Hornacek for 3, and that's collected by Longley. Longley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. Michael Jordan is out there with Longley. Then there's Pippen. Then it's Tony Kukoc. And it's Harper in at the 1. Stockton the pass to Hornacek. Outside, Russell passes it to Stockton. The 11-footer, and that one good. And it's stunning, Clark, to think that Jordan could have this kind of game in his condition.
You know, he's shown us in the past how he can rise to any occasion, but he missed 16 shots in Game 4. To see him tough it out and actually raise his game, remarkable.
It is remarkable in every way. Kukoc. And he gets the bucket. Kukoc has got his first points of the night.
What a finish. Kukoc not at all bothered by the bump.
Stockton the pass to Foster. Pass to Ostertag. Now here's Stockton. Just 4 to shoot. Down low. Down it goes. Nice one there from Ostertag.
And with all of the attention Rodman's been getting from these Utah fans, it's only revved him up more.
Kukoc can't get it to go. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now, here is Hornacek. Back to Stockton. Pass to Ostertag. Shoots over Longley. That one wide left. And when it comes to Dennis Rodman, Mike, he seems to feed off the emotion inside the gym.
That's how some guys like it. As physical as Rodman plays, that adrenaline can be a big help. Not everybody wants to be the good guy.
Especially him. Back to Hornacek. Fires the three. The rebound by Pippen.
He's out there just forcing it. Terrible mindset to have with the way he shot so far.
Here's Longley. Utah with the rebound. Ostertag's got 9 rebounds now tonight. They need to find a high percentage shot, Clark, to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche. Boy, nice dish that time by Hornacek, doing a good job finding his open teammate.
Longley can't get it to go.
Seemed as if he had the angle to finish, but the defense did just enough to throw him off.
Stockton finds Russell. Up top, Hornacek. Hits the jumper in space.
Yeah, Brian Russell is a shoot-first player, but he's also very unselfish. Did a nice job with the read and made a good pass. Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
No such thing as running up the score at this level.
And here's Stockton. Shot from 12. Here's Foster, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Solid positioning by Foster, setting himself up to grab the loose ball and send it back.
And they double up Jordan. Pippen. The pass to Harper. Doesn't go for him. Jazz trail by 20. Russell passes to Stockton. Back to Russell. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 7th assist here tonight.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
1:30 left in the game. Passes it to Ostertag. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Playing big inside. Ostertag takes it right at the defense and gets the foul call.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Foster. Morris comes in for Brian Russell. Anderson, he's checked in for Jeff Hornacek. And Isley subbed in for John Stockton. Jordan kicks to Pippen. They get it again. And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 14-6 run. Isley, the pass to Karl, and the dunk by Karl.
And it's got to be frustrating that they're finally starting to play like this, being this one is basically done.
Well, hopefully they can take this energy into the next one, because I don't see them coming away with the victory tonight.
It's blocked. Anderson right side. Morris outside. Again, the Jazz score. Here's Pippen. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Longley for 3. Rebound, Utah. And a comeback here, Mike, looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
Here's Isley, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Jazz, Howard.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. There's the steal. And now, Mike, the Bulls just 1 win away from their 2nd straight NBA title.
And you have to think this series is theirs for the taking. I don't think Utah can go into Chicago and win 2 straight.
It'll be a tough task, Clark, to say the least.
Assuming Michael Jordan is back at full strength, Kevin, it very well could be an impossible task.
Well said. For Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, and our entire 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long.